Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. Another model from Toyota that we probably never seen before, at least in some parts of the world. Well, you're watching the right video because this is actually one of them. But let's get to details. What we have in front of us. We have a 143 scale Toyota Will, and this is a VS model. Now, this is the second generation of the Toyota Will. This is a generation that came out in 2001 all the way down to 2004. Before anything, I have to say you might be questioning yourself, what is it up with you? You bring a lot of models from Mtech, the diecast brand called Mtech. Well, I don't have that many. I'm just starting to collect them. I find a lot of models that were not built by any other brand as a Mtech. And it may be not the most sophisticated brand. It may not be the one with the most details, but I like to have all these type of diecast and all these models that I don't find in any other brand. So Mtech provided, and I'm gonna get Mtech, and they're not so bad. They still show detail. They're not the craziest detail, but they show detail. Now the Toyota Will, it's a model that actually there were three different um series. You had the three different generations. Let me rephrase that. For some reason, maybe it's me, I've never seen them in person, but this is the second generation. And the second generation looks like the one that was a little bigger. Like it looks like more like a Toyota Corolla size to me. The other ones, the first generation and the third generation, they look more like a Toyota Yaris hatchback type, like a smaller. I don't know why. Maybe when they came out with the second generation, they expanded a little bit, but maybe they didn't find out to keep it with on brand with the Will model, so they went back as a third generation with the smaller model again. Maybe that's my opinion. Maybe that's why I may see or think that it happened. But again, I'm not really sure what happened really. Uh, let's see. Let me speak about the engine so I don't forget that. Engine wise, on these cars, they had a 1.5 4 cylinder, and you had two different 1.8 4 cylinder. Transmission wise, you had a 4 speed automatic and a 6 speed manual transmission. And now, as I'm reading it, quite curious, a vehicle that was related to this model was a Toyota Corolla. And I said it before I even read it. Believe me, I mean it. I'm reading right now. I'm just looking at it. I've been looking at cars for quite a while. I'm a fanatic of vehicles. That's the reason I mainly started collecting diecast because of that. I always liked it since I was a little kid, and I could tell already by the shapes, even if I don't see them in person, how big more or less they can be. And the first generation one looks more like a K car size, and also the third generation gives me that type of size more or less as a car. But I really like all of them. They're quite strange, especially the last. This is actually the second generation, believe it or not. When you Google it, you can agree with me. I think the second generation is the one that looks the most normal. Let's put it like normal, which in cars nothing is really normal. When I may think it's normal, someone else may think it's boring. And to me, I believe me, I love crazy and quirky looking cars. I love them. I don't like nothing that looks like other models. But this one is also quite strange. But out of the three different generations, I think this is the one that could probably be sold in other parts of the world and not be like, what is this? A shopping cart with four wheels, like an engine or something? I don't know. You know, something that you question yourself, what am I looking at? But they look so weird, but that they look interesting. Let's put it like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. You know, one thing I was reading about these vehicles, I'm not really understanding too much. This is something I want to bring it up before I end this video. Will was actually like a surname for Toyota, like Lexus. I think that's what they were trying to do for a while. Because as I'm reading more about the first generation and the third generation, they were not really different generations. They were different models altogether. Because example, the first one, just so you know, it was called the Will VI. This one is called the Toyota Will VS. And then the other one, it was called the Toyota Will Sifa. So again, but just so you know, this model was only sold in Japan, and I think maybe in a few other countries around Asia. I think Hong Kong, because I see in Hong Kong they use them as a police car. But again, they were basically kept more into the local market or local area. But if you have more information about the Will uh brand, sub brand, I'm not really sure what they were. I don't really like when they try to do all these Toyota. Just keep it Toyota and maybe Lexus because you want to have a luxury brand. Toyota before had Scion in the United States or in North America altogether. Just keep it simple. Maybe this model could have sold as a Scion in North America. It would have perfectly fit the Scion shape of cars that were sold back then. All right, guys, comment below. What do you guys think about these models? Do you find them attractive? Did you like them? Did you think they were weird? No matter the first one that came out, this is the second one model, or the third and last Will model that came out. Did you like them? Did you find them attractive? Did you think they were just too weird to be sold? Maybe you should get them as a concept only. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up. And don't forget to click and subscribe. And comment below. Do you have more information about this Will group of models? I'm not really sure what it is. Again, I'm only speaking mostly what I read at the moment and what I know about the brand or this thing or this car altogether. Take care, guys. Have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, or nighttime. Goodbye.